Traveling through life can be dark, and with every day that passes, it seems that it gets darker and darker. But even in the darkness, there is beauty and light. Hello everyone, this is Andrea with Revitalizing Your Health. And even though our world is full of darkness and is marred with sin, God gives us little glimpses of His love and His light. We took a trip recently, and as we were traveling along, I started to think about how we travel through life and what life can look like. I mean, everybody is hustling and bustling and just busy with all kinds of things, and nobody takes time to just slow down. We're just in such a rush and a hurry. And in that rush and hurry, we fail to even connect with other people. A lot of times we're in just our own little world. And as time passes, it seems as we go along, this world is getting darker and darker. And it reminds me of what God says in Isaiah 60 verse 2. And I want to share that with you. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and His glory shall be seen upon thee. God has given us hope in this darkness, and I am so grateful for that. As we continued to travel, I was reminded that there is light that can shine through the darkness. The sun shone through the clouds and the busyness of life and gave this great, beautiful light that was amazing. And this light gives us peace through the darkness, through the storms. We can have peace. Another verse I love is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 2. The people that walked in darkness have seen a light. They that dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon them hath the light shined. We have seen a great light that is shining through that darkness, and it is such a wonderful peace that we can have if we realize that light is coming from God, and He wants to give us peace through this darkness. In this world of sin and death, we have the light of Jesus. And that's what can keep us going in this world of darkness. On this trip, we also visited an old cemetery. I love old cemeteries. Some of the dates were the early 1800s. There were a lot of baby deaths and mothers in that cemetery. And it reminded me of the loss of my own daughter. As I look at the different tombs, I think about, I wonder what their story was. We know that in those days, lots of infants died and mothers as well. And it's such a sad story. And you wonder how their life continued after that, after those losses. But I also look at the fact that they're resting now, and soon they will come out of their graves. And that is going to be an exciting time. And I know I look forward to that time as I am reunited with my daughter and I'm able to hold her in my arms. And what a joyous reunion that is going to be. And one of the promises I just love is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verses 16. For the Lord Himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of God, and the dead in Christ shall rise first. Just imagine what all those cemeteries will be like when all these different people are raised again, and they will meet the Lord in the air. And those of us that are alive will also be caught up together with them, and we will meet the Lord. That is going to be a glorious day, and I am so looking forward to that day. Another thing we did on our trip is we took a hike with our daughter, and I love to take hikes. I love to just go down those trails and the beauty that you see all around. Even though it is marred with sin, we can see beauty. But as we were walking along this trail, I was thinking about, this is kind of like a trail to heaven. We're on a journey, we're on a trail, and we don't want to get sidetracked off of this journey on this trail to heaven. We want to stay focused on that light Jesus Christ, as we travel down this trail. As we journey on this trail of life, there can be joyous times and there can be difficult times. But gratefully, we can trust God through all of those different times and praise His name for what He is doing in our lives to prepare us for His soon coming. So as we were hiking along our trail, the trail started to go beside the rushing water. And I love to walk next to water. It's so beautiful. I love the sound. It just gives you a peaceful feeling. I have many memories of going to rushing water and my dad and brother and I building dams. And we'd love to build these dams and get this nice, peaceful area of water. And it reminds me what God does for us, because that rushing water kind of reminds you of the trials, but He helps us with the promises, and it dams up an area where we have this peaceful area, even though we're still in the midst of that rushing water, that trial in our lives. He can still provide peace for us. As we walked along, we came across an area that was more peaceful, and it reminded me of heaven. And I stood there and I visualized what this area would look like in heaven. We have to imagine it, because there's not a whole lot of beauty here on earth compared to what it will be like in heaven. But I stood and imagined what it would be like. And it reminded me of a verse in Revelation, and that is Revelation 22, verses 1 and 2. And as I stood there, I imagined these words. And He showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of God and of the Lamb. And in the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river, was there a tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month, and the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations. What beauty! I was imagining that, standing there, and I was thinking, I am longing so for heaven, the healing of the nations. We need healing, and we are going to receive full healing when we get to heaven. And I am looking forward to that time, because there's something else that God is going to do. And I want to read that in Revelation chapter 21, verse 4. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Oh, I can't wait until that time. We have so much sorrow on this earth, so much pain and darkness, and I want that light, and I want that healing so that there is no more sorrow. And I am so grateful that we have a God that loves us so much that He desires to have us with Him, and He wants to clean us up and to heal us of all the sorrow and darkness that we've had here on earth. So as we enter into the new year, I don't know about you, but I want to make my family more of a priority. You know, from one day to the next, we never know when it'll be the last day that we have with that family member or friend. And so we need to take advantage of the time we have and spend time with our family and friends. And most importantly, I think we all would desire that all of us could reunite together again in heaven, where there is no more death or sorrow or sickness, and we can be together forever. And I'm looking forward to that time. It will be a time of peace. It will be a time of love. And never again will there be the darkness of this world. So if we never meet here, let's meet on the other side in the heavenly kingdom. Happy New Year's to all of you, and may God be with you through this coming year. And until next time, keep healthy and God bless. If in any way you have been blessed by this video, please share, like, and subscribe to help me grow. And in advance, thank you.